I just want to say I've redone this video 7 times because I've been coughing and I've been frustrated. If I cough, please don't get too pissed. I'm still have a bad nasal infection, so please bear with me when I start coughing my ass off. Now, here we go again. Anyway, WWE had to knock this out of the park going into Royal Rumble because, let's be honest, the card is not as good as many people think it is. It's not that good. So we need to be hyped to go into Royal Rumble, and this was a good show. It really did hype me for Royal Rumble. Only 3 matches I cared about. The others were not as good as many people would think. Now, as far as I could tell, because I was having problems trying to watch YouTube due to the fact of there was something going on with my cable, unfortunately. But I didn't see any matches on the kickoff show. But I did see Velveteen Dream getting an award for the best rival, Aleister Black getting the best award for the knockout star, well, the best breakout star of 2017. I'm not going to talk about Asuka because we always talk about Asuka. But the person I do want to say something about is Samoa Joe. We already know Samoa Joe can't wrestle because of his, he has a problem with his foot or his ankle, so he can't work. But it was nice to see him on the panel. He really made the panel feel special. He did. If he can't make it as a wrestler anymore, let's say something happened, he can't work anymore as a wrestler, he will make a good commentator announcer. The guy has the right voice, he has the right look, he has the right attitude. He can do it. He just did. Now, as far as I know, they never really went back to the commentator team after the show started. So I thought that was a big loss. Now, if they did, I'm sorry, but I didn't see it. Fortunately, I was hacking my throat out in the bathroom, throwing up mucus. But from what I can tell, they never showed the panel again, which I thought was a big loss. Because Samoa Joe just made it work. Now, first match of the night. That was Velveteen Dream versus Cassius Ohno. If I'm pronouncing the guy's name right. Look, I was never a big Cassius Ohno fan. I watched him a little bit when he came back after his initial injury. I saw him a bit before that. He just felt like he was missing something. Not saying that he hasn't worked for years and he hasn't been over in other promotions, but just feels like there's something missing. Now, as far as I remember, in War Games, he got his ass handed to him and he lost. Here against Velveteen Dream, the same thing happened. Mind you, this was the best match of the night for me personally. It was. This was the best match of the night. I'm not taking anything away from the others, but for me, this was the best match of the night. You look at this match. It was a funny thing that Velveteen Dream said, I'm going to knock his ass out in 30 seconds. Was it 30 seconds or 15 seconds? I think he said 30 seconds. And within 30 seconds, he knocked his ass down and knocked him like he was out until he got up and tried to knock him out. The match is not the key here. This is the thing I want to make very clear. The match was very good. It wasn't the best match of the night, but it was the best match because of the story Velveteen Dream was giving us. I gotta say this about Velveteen Dream. 2 things. 1, I don't believe the WWE knows what they got. Velveteen Dream just has it. He has it. I don't know how many years he's worked in the business. Maybe 5 years, maybe 6 years, maybe 10 years. I don't care. Even if he's only been there 2 years. He has it. And the problem that I see when he finally comes up to the main roster, because he's going to come up, he's going to be another R-Truth. Not the R-Truth of 2011 when they let him turn heel and he got freaking over and everyone loved, excuse me, everybody loved him like crazy for being a nasty ass heel. They're going to make him the dancing fool. Unless someone understood that Velveteen Dream needs to be Velveteen Dream and he will get freaking over. But that's just my point of view. That was the best match of the night and I'm going to stick with it. Now, the Undisputed Era versus the Authors of Pain. I believe that even though it was a good match, it was the weakest match. Mainly due to the fact of this. I don't hate the Authors of Pain. I actually think they're the best tag team that can come up from NXT and go on one of the main rosters, either SmackDown or Raw. I would rather see them on SmackDown because I would rather see them go up against the Usos. I don't want to see them go up against The Bar. I don't want to see them go up against Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins. I'd rather see them go up against New Day, go up against the Bludgeon Brothers, go up against the Usos and anyone else on their Rusev Day. I want to see them go up against everyone there. But this is the question. Are they finally pulling the trigger because of the way they lost against the Undisputed Era? Because it was Razor, I believe. I can't remember who it was. Either Razor or... I think it was Razor. That his leg got all jacked. And that was the general reason they lost. Now, if this is setting up for them to leave NXT, which I believe they're ready. I truly believe the Authors of Pain have been there long enough that they can actually move on to the main roster. Just hoping they will not treat them like the Ascension. But they feel like they're ready to go to the main roster. That's just me. But if they're not going to the main roster, and they let them job here, it was a joke. Because the Authors of Pain shouldn't have lost to the Undisputed Era. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter about Fish and the other guy. They just do not feel legitimate enough to stop the Authors of Pain. I'm sorry. They may be great wrestlers individually. They may be great wrestlers together. But I just feel the Authors of Pain are a better tag team. Hands down. That's just how I feel. That's why I feel like this is the weakest match of the night. The second weakest match of the night doesn't mean it was a bad match. Like the tag match, it was a great match. But I feel like it's the second weakest match of the night, and that is Aleister Black versus Adam Cole. Here's the problem I felt with that match. It wasn't the fact that it was a bad match. It was pretty good. Even with the interference when it came to the Undisputed Era, and then the Sanity came in and everyone got splashed and all that, it wasn't 100% bad. But this is the thing. You're in Philly. You're in Philadelphia. Why couldn't you pull the ECW move and do a Singapore Cane match? If Aleister Black gets screwed over by Adam Cole, why are they just doing an extreme match? Why not make it special? When was the last time anyone heard of the WWE or ECW doing a Singapore Cane match? I believe it was when my son was born back in 97. 1997. 21 years ago, I believe, was the last time the WWE or ECW did a Singapore Cane match. Why not pull that out of the hat? I felt that would have been a better match to watch. You guys tell me below if you thought the Singapore Cane match would be better than the Extreme match. Because think about it. You don't have to worry about any outside interference. You don't have to worry about having any chairs or anything or hurting the guys. You let them just wrestle their asses off, and when it was over, to see how tough each of them are, whoever lost that match has to get hit by a kendo stick. Can't move. They can't leave. They got to take that shit. And that's what I felt they were lacking. A consequence to the match. Because an extreme match is just an extreme match. But a Singapore Cane match has a consequence. You lose, you get your ass whooped. And you got to sit there or stand there and take it like a man. If you don't, you're a bitch. And the crowd will eat you alive if you don't. And I felt like that would have been a better match. Mind you, this was good. But that would have been great. Now, Ember Moon versus, what is it? I forgot her name. Selena Baszler? Man, I'm not feeling well. Sienna Baszler. See, I'm still sick. If I'm pronouncing her name wrong, I'm sorry. I'm just sick and not feeling well. I felt that was the second best match of the night. It just was for me personally. The story they were trying to paint was good. You got a bully screwing with a whole bunch of people, and then you got one person standing up willing to take the hits. In this case, because of what happened in the Mae Young Classic, if you didn't see the Mae Young Classic, and she being there basically kicked ass until Kylie Zane beat her. Now you're going to have Ember Moon. And Ember Moon got the same type of treatment like Dakota Kai did. And I gotta say, oh, I would marry Dakota Kai. She's so freaking cute. I mean, you look at Ember Moon, who's just drop dead gorgeous. She is drop dead freaking gorgeous. You look at Dakota Kai, she's just damn cute. I would take drop dead gorgeous, but also take with super cute. Just me. Anyway, anyway, if you're cute, ladies, I'm single. Anyway, I'm really acting a little dizzy now. You look at this match. After Ember Moon got her elbow jacked and then did the Eclipse, she got such huge amounts of sympathy. It was beautiful. Then once Shayna Baszler did the armbar, and she kept holding on to it, and Ember kept trying to get out of it, and then she tried to keep rolling her up, and then she just could not do it. Eventually she won. That was a very good story. That was. We all know that the bully is good enough to kick your ass and take the hits. So when it was all over, Shayna Baszler basically kicked the ass of Ember Moon by putting her to sleep. Twice. Well, she put her to sleep once and then put it back on again. In the end, this is a very good story. A very, very good story that once you go to the next week, it doesn't have to end. Because in the end, even though Amber won that match, she's pretty jacked right now. So the question is going to be how much they're going to put on Amber and how much Shayna Baszler is going to be presented as someone who can kick ass. Yes, she lost and then she snapped. That's the way I feel. Now, am I missing anything? No. If I'm missing anything, I'm so sorry. I'm still feeling sick. You got the final match of the night, and that is Almost versus Gargano. I gotta say this. I could have made this, I believe this is the best match of the night, third in line. And when it comes to the best match quality, I can easily say that this is the one with the best match quality due to the fact there's some good chain wrestling. Most of that match was chain wrestling. You don't normally see it. Now, a lot of people say, oh, there's chain wrestling. There's a lot of chain wrestling. Really? Look how 205 Live is. Look how most of the middleweight and heavyweights are. You just don't see it. You don't see them do mainly chain wrestling. It just doesn't happen. They do a lot of lucha libre work. So seeing a good portion of chain wrestling was really good. I enjoyed it utterly. Sienna Vega really did a great job in distracting, looking cute, and then messing with Gargano so he would have even a harder time. And then Candice LeRae, Gargano's wife, came in, messed with her, then they ran to the back, and then in the end, when you think, oh, Gargano's going to win it, he doesn't. Now, that really puts him over very big. And that, I got to say, is why this, even though it's not the best match of the best match overall, because Velveteen Dream versus Cassius Ohno is, the match quality and how it ended makes it the best worked match of the night. Number one, the best worked match. Because it wasn't the fact that they did so many freaking spots, and they did so many freaking spots, and it did annoy me to a certain extent. I'm not going to lie. I got annoyed because there was just too much non-selling. At least not until the end where they started slowing down. But it was that Gargano did not win. If he had won like on the main roster, I wouldn't have gave him a rat's ass about this match. But because he didn't win, that is why it's the best match. Because you want to put someone really over with the crowd. You want to make someone similar to somebody like a Daniel Bryan. He's beginning to get a following like Daniel Bryan because he's slowly beginning to transcend what he is. And in this case, because he did not win, he looked like he got his ass hammered and his skull bashed in. That's just going to give him more sympathy, more pops, and more of a overall feel like he's someone we can really get behind. So when I say that this was a good show, give you hype, I wasn't exaggerating. The first match, I believe you'll like the most. It did for me. When it came to Ember Moon and it came to, I keep forgetting her name, Baszler. What is her name? Sienna Baszler. She and Ember Moon did a great job. That's the second best match of the night for me. And the ending match with Gordano and almost, I keep forgetting the guy's name. The beginning of his name is just too much. Those are the best matches to watch. Oh, almost forgot. Seeing the War Machines was good. Seeing, let's see, who showed up? Seeing the War Machines was good. Seeing that Ricochet showed up, that was good. Seeing EC3, I even said that EC3 will probably go to the WWE, and there he is. They said he was signed. Now we got something interesting, and that makes me think that I might have to stop one of the shows I'm doing, probably Raw. Unless it's something special, I'll probably not do any more Raw reviews, and I'll focus on NXT reviews. Please tell me if you want me to do NXT reviews from now on, because with him there, I may want to actually do it. But this is just my point of view. You guys have a good day, have a good night. Watch for my Royal Rumble review. It will be coming out tomorrow. Peace.